Welcome to Saturday Numerology. Hey, you've enjoyed healing the happiness with
Hi everybody, this is Laura and a sleepy Wednesday afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern Time in Southeast Florida, which is Southeast U.S. Anyway, thank you all for listening and tuning in. There is a website for the show called SpiritMediumTV.com, and there you can find a myriad of resources, one of which is how to get a free 15 minutes with me, and that's at the top of the page. Free 15 minutes of private time with me with the purchase of an essential oil, which I'm just like crazy wild about lately. Love the essential oils. The other thing is if you want to jump the queue, you can do that there. It's item 2 on SpiritMediumTV.com. Item 3 is if you want to watch the show live, you can see me there. You can also join that webinar, that live video feed of the show, by clicking on the word that says here at item 3 on SpiritMediumTV.com. Also join our mailing list, as this show may change location, and you may want to know where it went. So that's the only way to know. The other part of this is, what was I going to say? Oh, if you want to get free things like a free numerology report specific for you, join the mailing list. You will automatically be forwarded to that, and some other goodies like soul abundance, free webinar, and a few other things. So thank you everybody for listening, and those are the things that are available to you on SpiritMediumTV.com. Yeah, let me see what else I have to say. If you'd like to get a third more time free in your private session with me, you can also do that by going to booklaura.com, and if you put in the event code radio show when you're booking your appointment, you will automatically get a third more time free. So an example of that is book 30 minutes or pay for 30 minutes, you get 10 minutes extra. And all you need to do is place in the event code field when you're making your payment at booklaura.com, put in that field event code radio show, and you will automatically obtain more time for free. Goody, 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 goody. Okay, so we usually have a focus subject, then I do a channeled message, and then I go to the phone lines. I know we have one donation today. And I see a couple of other people in the queue that Susie B will probably clear when she has time. Yeah, whole bunch of new people I don't even know are there. I don't yet see the donation there calling it. She called in before, but she disappeared. Again, if you make a donation, you jump to the top of the queue. All right. So the focus subject today is joy in a bottle. If there could be such a thing. I recently was introduced, well, recently within the last 6 to 8 months, to the power of essential oils, and I'm just really, really astounded with the things that oils can do. Shame on me for not being aware of that. I should have known, but I won't should on myself. So I'll just say, one of the things I wanted to order and I recently got is Joy. Joy is an essential oil by Young Living, and I placed it in my diffuser. I was feeling really rotten yesterday. As a matter of fact, I told Susie B about this, how just basically I've been very, very short of temper, very, very anxious, and I guess you could say I'm depressed because I lost my kitty cat. Ever since I've lost my kitty cat, which is about 2 weeks ago, I've been a mess. And although I have dealt with the major part of the grief, this residue was hanging on. So in any event, I started to diffuse the oil, and yesterday I started to feel more joyful and giggling and running around and kidding around and making jokes and all kinds of crazy stuff. And could it be that a scent could actually make you feel a certain way? The answer is yes. I know that may sound a little counterintuitive to you. It may sound like a very, very extreme idea to you. But if you think about it, smells are what we associate with feelings. You know, when you smell roses, you might think of something like somebody loving you or sending you a loving thought. Or it might just calm you down. Lavender, the smell of real lavender could calm you down. The smell of a baking apple pie would bring in certain feelings for you. So smell is probably one of the most important things we have that affect our feeling library, if you will. And literally, smell goes right into the primitive part of the brain, which has a name. It's called the amygdala. And in that primitive part of the brain, we have our fight, flight, or freeze response, 3 Fs. Okay, the fight, flight, or freeze response. That's all there in the primitive part of the brain where the olfactory nerve sits, and our sense of smell, like a wild animal, because we are wild animals at that level, resides. So if you want to shift your emotions, or if you want to shift the way you are experiencing life, which is encased in emotions, find the right oil. So I wrote an article on this called Joy Essential Oil is the key word for that. You'll see it in my blog post if you're listening to the show around 8/23/2017. If you're listening to the show in the future, you can search for that by going to the sidebar and putting in the search form, Joy Essential Oil. And you'll go to the article, and in there I have links to where you can purchase that oil as you decide. Certainly you can explore it a little bit more. And just to add another level of credibility to this, I'm adding levels of credibility. Some of you may say, yeah, it's a no-brainer. I already knew this. But I used to think, oh, yeah, it smells good. But I never thought about how it can really impact your emotions at a deep level. And when we can shift the way we feel, everything follows suit. If we feel happy, we become more optimistic. And certainly all of you might know, if you're cranky, you can create more problems because you start looking at everything as negative, right? So when we start looking at everything optimistically, when we feel good, we create good. What we feel is what we create. And I am going for an Aroma Freedom Technique Practitioner certification, in which this whole idea of using aroma to release emotional blocks is brought to a whole new level, created by a PhD in psychology, Dr. Benjamin Perkis. What it basically does is takes you through a series of therapeutic steps, 12 of them in total, to help you shift the feelings you have around goals. So for example, let's say you have a goal, I want to be married by August of 20, or at least engaged by August of 2018, a year from now. And then you think about it, you see, so there's no way in hellfire that's going to happen because I haven't been able to click with anyone for the last 5 years. I've been like almost a recluse, if you will. And so you go through a series of steps, and one of which is finding that associated memory and then releasing it through the reassociation, retagging it to the correct essential oil that can help you release that. So yes, essential oils can be extremely healing, and not only for physical things, but also emotional things. And I have stories about the physical things too, but today I won't go into that. Okay, so what I want to do now is I'd like to, excuse me, I feel like I'm getting a little bit of a cold. That's the whole of this story with oils or not oils or anything else. I have this recurring thing with this upper respiratory infection, keeps coming in. Anyway, let's now do our meditation prayer, energy connection, and then I will channel a group message, which I checked in earlier with the ones, and they said it would be about wisdom. Okay? Wisdom and our inner guidance. Funniest thing is, after I did that pre-channeling, I actually had a client, and that's what was coming in for her. Isn't that interesting? Intuition was her thing. Okay, so everybody listening, if you please sit back, uncross, your arms and legs and start to breathe abdominally, allowing yourself to breathe in deeply. And on the exhale, relaxing and releasing even more. Releasing and relaxing, feeling good about yourself, enjoying the fresh air as you breathe in deeply. And if you are looking for an other side connection today, please ask for your loved ones in spirit to come through. If you are looking for a life question or healing, please focus on that right now. While you do that, I will do the prayer. I'll be back in a second. And now on your next exhale of breath, if you would please release into the space around you your energy, I will connect us. One moment, please. Okay, good. I'm going to now connect with the ones. We are here. We are the ones. We have come in to speak to you about love of self. Love of self hinges on following the feelings that you have. And from your feelings, you will be led to higher self, to soul, to acknowledgement of your higher power. In the realm of a higher vibration, you will be able to attain goals and acquire things that your heart wants at a soul level. If you are trying to acquire things that you want at an ego level, the goals will be laced with fear, and fear will not attract the energy of the superconscious mind, the energy of the higher realms. Fear is laced with failure. Love is laced with success. And so the way to get to this is through the gut, following your feelings in your gut level. At the gut level, your intuition resides. Yes, it is attached to the third eye, but the feelings truly are at a physical level. So the more aware, the more you pay attention to your feelings about things, when you're angry, when you're depressed, when you feel your stomach is tight, and if you ignore that feeling, you will not be utilizing the powers that be to help you attain your heart's desire. Fear then will reside in your life. From failure, you will have nothing that you truly desire. Follow your feelings and you will attain that which your heart, your higher self, resides and tells you. Your higher self speaks through your feelings, and your feelings speak from God. Namaste. Good. I like that message. Very interesting. Okay. So I'm looking for the donation. There she is. Oops. Hold on one second. I'm trying to open up Donna's line. Hey, Donna. Donna?
Hi, Laura. How are you doing?
Good. How are you, sweetheart?
Well, I'm looking for the say,
Okay, let me take a look at it, love. Donna moving to Puerto Rico. Ooh la la. Hold on. It will work for you over time. It is a good decision. It is a good decision. We'll make money there. It's good for you economically. It's good for you economically. You said you're going to be investing in property. Is that what you said, honey? Hold on. Yeah, of course I do, because I said yes. But I didn't say yes. They said yes, the guides. But let me see what the information is. Hold on. Just to double check for Donna Lullen, who's scared to death of making a change. And I understand that. Will she be accepted, please, under the 2022? Because if she's not, she won't get the tax advantage. Yes or no, please? Yeah, you're going to be accepted under that. Something about your current status allows you that advantage. And it seems like, are you a senior, honey? How old are you? Well, you don't have to say how old you are, but are you over?
I'm 63 now.
Well, there's something about your status in the age group is preferred or favored for that. Is what they're telling me. Yeah, and that's why you're going to get it. You don't have any obligations or dependents, which is another reason, and that you will be easily and firmly accepted. I guess they mean by obligations, financial obligations. You coming in debt free or something. They're looking at that also. By virtue of that, you will be able to obtain the piece of property that you desire, that your soul is wanting for you and has wanted for many, many years. It feels like it actually is in from the water, but pretty close to the water. And it looks also like it's near a place that is a touristy area, or there's a lot going on there. It's not like Deadsville or Dullsville. It's like a playground almost of all these things going on. And that you're going to love it there. They're actually showing me that it is, I don't know how to describe this, but I see the ocean as if they're showing me a snapshot. And imagine you're looking at a picture. On the ocean is on the upper left of the picture. Then you got the beach. Then you got some kind of a causeway or street going into the beach. And then to the right of the picture, between the ocean and the causeway, there's an area where your house or your apartment will be. And that you're going to really like it there. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Your house or your apartment will be on the right. It's imagine that in the upper left there's a beach, and then coming in from the lower right portion of the picture towards the beach is sort of a road, a big road, like a causeway. Right above that, well, let me just finish, honey. Right above that is an area where people could live, and in that area where people live, it's all green and everything they're showing me. That's where you're going to get what you're wanting, the property. That's where I'm seeing you're going to get a property that you've been wanting for many, many years. Something like that in that area. Well, after this, I'm going to have to go on to the next caller because the queue is full, and I can't give you a full reading on the show. But let me just see, investment property, yes or no? Yeah, you're going to be doing what you want to do. I don't know how else. I know it's a big move, but I know that you can do it from the messages I'm getting. But if there's a way for you to test it out? I've already given you a lot of information that you've confirmed. So I would look very thin. And that's why I would trust the messages. But of course you want to take your time. And of course you want to make sure everything is right for you. So as you move forward, always make sure that there's an option for you to get back out of this. You can't go wrong, though, is what I'm hearing. And you're going to do really, really well. So don't worry about it, honey. Everything's going to be good. Okay? Thank you, Don. Bye, love. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Yeah, that's one way to, by the way, everybody, when you get messages, if you can confirm some of the stuff that's coming in, that's the way we trust the messages. If we can't confirm it, then of course we don't trust the message. But if we can, if we say, well, you know, she said this and I knew it was right. She said that and I knew it was right. These are obscure things that the psychic would not know. Then we trust the messages more. Okay. And so I'm going to go to the person who's been waiting longest in the queue, and I believe that would be Amanda. Hello, Amanda. Yes, go ahead, honey, and give me your question. No background, just the question, please. All right, let's see. With Amanda 980, I will work. You are working on something in your own life that you're trying to get together very, very assiduously. You're putting a lot of effort into it. There is a guide that is working with you or that you've been asking for help from higher realms about. And this is the I will work message. I will work with help in helping you to get the goals you want. Spirit would also like to tell you that the help doesn't necessarily come from outside of you. It is in you. The effort, the accessibility to resources, the agreeability to apply the resources in yourself. And you are working on all of this. So what I just said is you've been asking for help from a higher realm, but Spirit wants you to know that the I will work is you almost saying to yourself, or your soul almost saying to you, I'm working on this. It's all going to work out. I will work it out. Now, we don't mean that you are separate. We don't mean, Amanda, that you're an island. We simply mean that you're going to be working. This all will work together for you to get what you want. It's a message of success. It's a message of engagement of you as a human being and you as a higher being. And also that higher being in connection with even higher realms. I'm going to give you a little more information about this, of what this is, so that you can get some more validation, honey. All right? Are you working on becoming a life coach or something like that, love? Okay, that's it. Okay. Well, they give me the feeling of this kind of counseling, coaching thing, if you will, and that's part of it, you know, having intuition and all. I'm going to give you one or two ideas of how to proceed with that, and, you know, double check all that for you. So the I will work is saying I'm engaging all of my abilities now to work, to make it work. Okay, that's what it means. And it's like your soul talking to you. That's what that means. Okay, let's now see what does Amanda need to do next so that she can work, please. Amanda at 980. Well, you have been through a lot of challenges in developing your psychic ability. In other words, you've been put to the test here and there. You really are doing well with that. You're challenging yourself. I feel like for some reason or other, it's almost like having gone to boot camp or something, and you're getting much better. You're getting much better at using your gifts, and you will increase them over time. So the answer is, with the challenge that you've been through recently in developing your gifts, now that you've gone through that, you really have gone through the hardest part of it, and from here on, it's just working on it a little bit at a time, pulling together a business around it, in little bits and pieces till it becomes a big thing. So one little chip away at a time, and you will get what you need. Okay, my dear?
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right. You're welcome, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, I am now going to go to Allie, who has a life question. Hello, Allie, what's up? Good morning and good afternoon, depending on where you are. So go ahead, Allie, just give me your question, honey. No background, darling. We'll try to get you a good answer. Not try, we will. We'll get you a good answer.
Thank you. I have a question around. I can go to contact A. I can go to contact go to
Okay. So what I want you to do right now mentally is I want you, don't say anything out loud, I want you to assign a meaning to A, okay, and assign a meaning to B. And then I'm going to receive, okay, good. I'm going to go to Spirit now, and I'm going to see which one is better, and I'm going to tell you why. Hold up. This is for Allie. Allie, 303 area code, A or B. Which one is better, please? B is a little bit better for you. It's a little bit easier. It's like the path of least resistance, and ultimately will provide for you the most pleasure in the long run or the most enjoyable outcome. It also feels like it would be less expensive. I already said path of least resistance, but also the monetary aspect of it is a little bit more favorable for you. And I also feel that there's better work for you there or employment there for you. So, and I also see it more as a city, or I'm seeing it as a place where there's more activity so you can get employment and or be engaged more fully in an occupation and being paid for an occupation. Would that make sense to you, please? Okay. So that's your answer, honey. It's not like it's, I can see why you would be asking the question, because A is not that different from B, but B is slightly better. Okay, B is slightly better. And that's the one that zip, and it's the easiest thing for you to do right now. It's actually the path of least resistance, they're telling me, like as if you know people there, or that was what you were thinking anyway. You have an opportunity to go there. So that's the one I would go for. Okay? You know, it looks like it's an urban location, well, and that you would, monetarily it's more favorable. I also have a feeling maybe it's because you've been there before. I don't really know. You have family there or something, but it feels like it's a, there's a connection there for you. As the B path, that's for the B path. I mean, are you from Canada, honey? Where are you calling in from? Yeah. You're in America? Okay, you just said a few words that sounded like they were, the pronunciation was like Canadian. Well, what I'm seeing is a more urban environment, and maybe you don't like the crowding of that, but it seems to be the optimal one. Oh, for your health even. Everything is going to be set up for you there already. So yes, you have some hesitations, and yes, it's almost a toss-up, right, between choice A and choice B, but I'm not only going to say the same thing again. You can ask the question a different way, but I will stick with what was given to me. Everything will work out for you more favorably than you feel or realize, and the obstacles are no longer going to be obstacles for you to be there. All your hesitations that you just mentioned will not become relevant when you get there. And I also want to layer on top of that the idea that it will be joyful for you in many, many ways that you hadn't anticipated. So whatever you're thinking might be negative about it will turn out not to be. That's the message I'm getting. You're welcome, love. Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Okay. I'm now going to go to Tamla. I think that is a Tamia. Hello, is that Tamla or Tamia? Tamia? Hi, honey. Go ahead, sweetheart. Give me our question. Hi. Give me your question, love. Go ahead.
I want to know about my relationship as far as my future.
All right. That would have to do with a love interest, right?
No.
All right. Let me see if it's good or bad. Let me see what I get. Let me just, I'm going to start with a very simple thing, and then we'll get all the information. Tamia. Something about your mother keeps popping up. I think your mother must be saying things to you about this. But don't say anything about that, love. I just keep hearing she's making you think negatively about this situation. But hold on. It's bad. The relationship is not a good one. The reason is I feel this person is taking he's taking up your resources and not providing anything for you. It's like not a giver, but a taker, if you will. And also there seems to be a certain level of verbal abuse involved in this. And I would also say that whatever advice you're getting from, it feels like a mother figure or somebody around you that's female. They've been saying mother, mother, mother. She is saying the right things to you, but she says it so harshly to you that you can't hear her, if you will. She just cut to the jugular on it, if you will. You know, she's saying, get rid of that guy. And you're like, yeah, but he's this, you know, he's this and he's that and he's this and he's that. He's not that bad, Mom. And, you know that she's jumping to conclusions, or you feel she's jumping to conclusions. But, and she is that way, Mom.
That's the old me.
Okay.
Yes, that was the old me, and right now, I believe her.
Okay. Well, she's right. Okay. It's just hard to hear her sometimes when she says it so cut and dry. But this person is not giving you what you deserve. You're a good person, and you deserve more and better than he's giving you. And that you will have that more. You will have that more and that better with somebody new. But you have to kind of cut the ties to get to the new person. You are very lucky in the area of attraction. You attract, men. You're a very pretty girl, woman. You're very attracting. You're magnetic almost. And it won't take you long to really have some new opportunities. So let that one go is what the message is today. Let that one go, and you will find that you won't even, it'll be very soon when you find somebody new, and you'll be thinking to yourself, dang, why did I stay so long in this unproductive situation? I also want to add that I don't think you're, I also want to add that I don't think you're in love with him anymore. So just let it go. It's going to be easy. Okay? All right. Well, you're going to do well, a lot of it. That's a funny question because it does depend on what you do. If you're going to stick with Mr. Wrong, then it's not going to be soon. I feel that you are going to, if I have to make a prediction, I don't know why, but I feel that you're going to just do what you need to do. Like, I'm done with this. And the new person will come on the scene very, very soon thereafter. Almost, I'd say about 6 weeks from now, you'll be meeting somebody new. That's fast. You're not going to get rid of this person it's going to take like 4 weeks to be out of this situation. There'll be some back and forth, but when it's finalized, the new person will come in shortly thereafter. So it's very fast, actually. Okay? I'm glad you asked that. I would not normally answer this because I've already given you 3 or 4 different things here and the switchboard is full, but I do feel we need to talk about that for a moment. Give me his initials, please. N like in no, R like in Robert. And okay, M. Okay, Mary Robert. Hold on. Okay, I don't see any violence. I don't see anything like that. But what I do see is him trying to make you feel you're wrong. And he does that. He's emotionally, he's very manipulative and he's good at it. He seems to be old, right? He's older than you. It looks like he has a really nice build, got a powerful physique, and he has a sense of like authority about him. And that's what kind of hypnotizes you to stay and listen and do what he wants. So you're going to have to, I don't know, hook up some way with somebody more powerful than him, if it's your mom or a friend or something like that, or just your, oh, okay, get it. You have to work on your self-esteem, okay? You say to yourself, I know better than this, and that he's just a fool. Okay? The way that you can believe that is, for all his bluster, all his big talk, he really doesn't have that much to offer. He doesn't have much to offer you. You see what I'm saying? All right, that's how you can prove to yourself that that he's not as valuable as he tries to make him seem. Like, girl, you're going to feel bad without me. You're not going to feel bad without him. It's just a lot of bluster and hot air. And work on your self-esteem. Hang out with your mom more and people like her that can see your worth, because that's what you need right now. Okay? Don't worry about it. It's going to be fine, honey. Bye-bye. Okay. Thank you. Bye. Sorry. Okay. We got a lot of people here waiting, and did work with her. Oh, goodness. I can't believe I worked with you that long ago, Amanda. All right. Going to Jackie, who seems to be waiting the longest, has a life question. Hey, Jackie. How's it going? Pretty good. I just feel so sleepy today. I want to go take a nippy nap, and I will. Okay, what can we do for you, sweetheart? What can we do for you today? All right, I'm just going to go to will it come through, and then we'll see what happens. Hold on. And I want you to focus on it, whatever you're doing in the background. Try not to do that so I can really hone in on your energy, okay, love? When you're focused on it, you get the best answers. Hold on, Jackie at 248. Real estate. Yes, it's going to work out in your favor. You will be able to close on it soon. The monies will be approved or available for you as you were hoping, and you will get through this rather quickly. It feels like you need to move quickly on this, like you need to get away from where you are, or you need to get out of what you're doing, where you're living now, or something fairly quickly. There's a sense of urgency around it. You are very intelligent, and Spirit wants you to trust yourself more. I know you're second guessing right now. You know, did I make the right choice? Did I set everything up right? I calculated this. Is it correct? And the answer is yes. And everything will be working out for you. I hear that within 2 weeks you will be getting an approval for a loan that seems to be making this all come together for you. Would that make sense to you, please, Jackie?
Yeah.
All right, sweetheart. So not to worry. You've done everything right, and you will get that approval. Okay? You're welcome, honey. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All righty. Moving to the next caller, who would be, oh, I like that name, Crystal. Crystal, what's up? Sure. Go ahead and just give me your life question, love. Just give me the question.
I'm just wondering what you see going on. I've been looking for work or relationship.
All right, let's see what comes in for Crystal, but most important is work right now. I feel a lot of sadness around you when it comes to this subject of work, like defeated, disgusted. Hold on. It's got to happen. It will happen. It's got to happen. Oh God, you can't stay where you are. You can't stay in this place of limbo, you know, nothing happening much longer. But I feel that you're mostly qualified for jobs that really are not well enough paying for you, and they're boring jobs. And so the level of enthusiasm is not there for you. Almost like clerical jobs, or there just aren't a lot of good jobs available right now where you live or something. Would that make sense to you, honey, before I continue? What was that, honey? Being born? B-O-R-N? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like you thinking, oh my God, a clerical job, I'd be bored to death. And I also feel that they seem to be available. They're not paying well, and that's not what you really want. So let's try to focus on what you really want and then see if we can get that for you. Okay, honey? So let's see if I can get that for you. Usually Spirit can tell me what, you may not even know what you really want or what's available, but let me just see if they'll tell me. Just for you, so you get validation. Crystal at 7. You're very intelligent. You have a lot going for you. Your work history is good, steady and stable. Okay, one thing I'm getting for you, even though you were working in a hospital, I see that you might be able to work in a bank and have some significant responsibility with vaults, like money, and opening vaults, closing vaults, or something to do with really, I don't know, a lot of responsibility surrounding money for some reason. Would you have any relevance to that, please? Because that's what they're showing me. Okay. Well, that's kind of related because it's money and it's value and having responsibility with money, with other people's money. So that's the route that you're being told to follow. Let me just see what capacity it would be in, if it would be getting a license. If you're a licensed mortgage broker, it's a sales job, which may or may not intrigue you. But having responsibility, right? Having responsibility for handling money is what you're going to end up doing. That I think has some substance to it, and it intrigues you. It's interesting. Let me just see if I can get the answer to that. So I think you might end up working, maybe doing something like getting a mortgage license or getting some kind of license, but ending up working for a financial institution where that credential would be needed. So first things first, start sniffing around in financial employment opportunities and see what they're looking for, and then pattern yourself into that. See what I'm saying? Okay, and then you're going to get something in it like very, very soon. It won't take you that long, so just go ahead and pursue money, honey. That's where it's all going to be at for you. Excitement, future, everything. Glamour and everything else. Okay? Oh, that's a no-no. We're not allowed to do more than one reading per person. That's all right, love. Thank you, sweetheart. Bye-bye. Thanks, love. Bye-bye, honey. I was just teasing him, but no, I only do one thing per person, and I try to keep it just succinct even there because, you know, everybody's got their follow-up questions. Before you know it, I did an hour on one person. Okay, Sharon is wanting an other side, and I haven't done any other side connections today, so I will see what I can do with that. Sharon, what's up? Okay. And so usually we don't let people ask for who they want because the strongest energy will come in, but I didn't want to cut you off, so that's okay. Let's see who does want to come in, and possibly it would be your son. Okay, first thing I'm getting is a sense of urgency about his passing, as if I don't see a child, I see more a young adult or an adult, and that there's something that is violent there, or something he's done wrong, or in the wrong place, wrong time. But I get a feeling of violence. Would you understand that, please? Okay, don't tell me anything, just yes or no, love. Okay?
Oh, well, violence. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all I want is the yes. Don't reveal anything more. I need the validation to build or to just move forward. So there's a lot of rushing around, a lot of upset around this situation. I don't know, rumble, or I'm trying to get the specifics of it, but I'm just saying in the moment of the passing, it's a violence. There are people around. It's not like he's alone or something, and I feel that there are guns, if you will. Now, how he could be murdered when there are people around, I'm not quite sure, but I do feel that there's activity in the vicinity of where he is and what he's doing, and he's in the wrong place at the wrong time. The first words out of his mouth are, "Mommy, I'm okay. I'm okay. Don't worry about me. I'm doing swell. I'm doing fine." He's also showing me a picture. I have no idea why, love, but it would be for a reason, because they don't waste our time. But as if it's in the evening. He shows me a picture of being in the evening, and I don't know how it relates just yet. And he's like outside with friends, and there's like a campfire or something like that going on in the vicinity. Would that have any significance to you, of being outside around a fire of some sort? Maybe that's something that happened.
Yeah.
It has significance to you? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Shows me that outdoor location.
Yeah.
Camping. Oh, you used to go camping, all right. Or he was going camping. And there's people around him. He's very happy. They're joking and laughing. There's also booze and, oh, he's using his own words, booze and dope and a few other things going on. There's a few friends that he has there. He wants you to say hello to all the friends that he has, if you can, or any of them that you can, and let him know that he's okay. And he gives me one name in particular, and the name can apply broadly. But I do see a name, Jim, or a J name. Jim, James, something like that. Would that name have any significance to you, please? All right. Are you okay, honey?
Yeah.
Of course, sweetheart. It is terrible to lose a loved one, particularly a son or a daughter or any child. It must be, I don't have children, but it must be one of the most painful. My father used to say to me, to lose a child is the most painful thing a parent would have to go through. Mommy, he says, Mom, I was looking out for myself as best I could. He says, I didn't do the wrong thing. I didn't do anything to provoke it, like flash a gun in front of somebody. Yeah, I didn't do anything to provoke it. He says, I was just hurt in the line of fire. Somebody was trying to get to somebody else, and I was there. Wrong place, wrong time. Would you understand that, please, Sharon? Just yes or no?
No.
Okay. Well, his words are, I was in the place, wrong time, and I was in the way, or I was in line of fire, whatever it is. If it was deliberate, he's trying to make it seem like it wasn't geared towards him. And I don't know if you know that or not, but that's what he's wanting to say. In a moment, we'll let you talk a little more, love. So please bear with me, honey. He loves his family very much. You, Mom, and everybody else. He says, I believe he has a brother on Earth. That means you would have a son, another son, yes? Sharon?
No, I have daughters.
You have daughters? Okay. Something about brothers. Maybe he just meets his friends. I don't really know. Say to,
Yeah, yeah, he might be.
yeah, he says, say to my brother. Okay, say hello to my brother or brothers. It gives me that sense. Why the girls, he hasn't gotten yet or whatever. Maybe he just wasn't that close with them. But he'd say to my brothers or my brother that I say hello. He says, tell everybody to be calm and not worry about me so much. He says, I'm here with God and the angels and family and friends that are above, and before I opened the line, I had a feeling of a mother figure that would be protecting him in the spirit realm, mother figure to you. So I haven't given her, yeah, she's there with him. She's taking care of him. Mammy's got your back. She says, Mammy's got your back. Let me just see if I can get one or two more things. It was not a slow, it was fast. The passing was fast. He wants you to know that. The passing was very fast. I also get a feeling of guns, honey. I've said that a few times. I don't know if you're, can you confirm that or not? I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, because, oh, by the way, your line just closed accidentally. That's interesting. I was talking to you, and then I could look it up, and no, your line was closed. All right, funny thing, I guess Spirit's here. He says, yeah, Mom, he says, I didn't do anything wrong. He says, I wasn't really bad, I didn't do anything wrong. Anyway, he wants to keep telling you, I didn't do anything wrong. And there. Yeah, because maybe there. Oh, okay. There were certain. What was that, love? Okay. Yeah. All right. So he was in the line of fire. He didn't do anything wrong. And he's been forgiven for all. Yeah. This is interesting. He says, I've been forgiven for all of my sins by Spirit, by God. When I went to Spirit Realm, I was told that I needed to forgive myself for taking advantage of someone on earth that hurt me very badly in the past. He says, I've done that forgiveness, Mom, and I want you to know that. I've done that forgiveness, Mom. And yeah. I believe it probably is a father figure to him. Yeah. Would you understand father figure to him, please?
His father is there, and my father, and his father is there.
No. The forgiveness was he had to give forgiveness to someone that hurt him very badly on earth. If it was a father figure or someone else, but I think his father hurt him very much. When he was on earth, and when he went to Spirit, he did forgiveness on that. And some of them are with him. Yeah. Some of them are with him. Some of them are not with him. His father, his biological father's in and out sometimes. Much. I get the feeling of his father, who's in Spirit. You already told me that. Has been a person who had a lot of problems with his own self, his own life, and might have broken the law from time to time, or had to be incarcerated, or things like that. But it gives me that sense of his father as having a spotty past, if you will. You understand that, okay? Yeah. He says, I forgive him, my father, for everything he did to us, you and the family. He says, I know Dad would have done better if he could have now. I didn't understand that when I was on earth, and I was very bitter about that. He said, it affected me on so many different levels, Mom. He says, I know you know that. And you think I went to Spirit without ever healing. He says, one of the most important things for you to know is I've now healed that. And I won't remain with that wound in my soul anymore. So that will give you some peace, Mom, because an unrequited soul is the thing that hurts you the most about all of this. He says, I've come to peace with everything. And he says, I'm enjoying a new life in the spirit realm where there's love here and forgiveness. He says, I love you very much, and the other children, I guess his sisters. I love all of you very, very much. He says, please send everyone my regards. And that would be the end of it, sweetheart. Okay? So sorry for your loss.
I just wanted to ask you one thing, because I want to have a hard time.
Of course.
Forgiving myself. Because I feel like often, you know, the why here. It's so unconscious, you know, finding out the wisdom of that. You know, if you really care.
Yes, I understand, sweetheart.
It's my fault.
And do you feel that it's your fault also that you chose that man to be the father? Yeah. So that's part of the healing. He wants to let you know that he forgives Dad and his soul is better. And so I guess he was going in that direction to go into that of like, you've made, okay, let me get his voice back, sweetie, so he can tell you directly about that. Hold on. You didn't hold me back, Mom, from anything. You didn't stop me from moving if I wanted to. I had money of my own. He says, I was there because I wanted to be there with you. I love you. I love all the family very, very much. I always believed that nothing bad could happen to us, but I was wrong. So I take partial responsibility for all of this. It's not your fault. It's everybody's choices. And he says, you know something? We're always making our situations without being aware of them. He says, when you go to the world of spirit, you see things broadly. You understand things better. He says, when you're on earth, you don't know. You don't see the big picture. He says, if you want to move, that's okay. He says, maybe it is time for you to move. It would help you let go of the past and take hold of the future. That's my message for you now, Mom. Okay, sweetheart? Sure, sweetheart. And I'm so sorry again for all your suffering, your loss, love, and I hope that this was helpful to you. Thank you, love. Bye-bye. Okay. That sort of thing takes the wind out of our sails, doesn't it, everyone? I want to thank everybody for coming to the show today. We had a little mishap at the beginning. Actually, I had the show down for 7 p.m. today by mistake, but I was able to fix it. Susie helped me with that. I'm going to bring Susie in now to say hello. And before I do that, I just want to remind you that if you'd like a private session, just go to booklaura.com. And if you put radio show in the event code field, you will obtain a third more time free. I'm going to open up the line for Susie. Yeah, sweetheart. Did you want to ask anything today, love? Or did you want to just say hello to everybody? Go right ahead, but don't. We will be interrupted with the recording, but go ahead. Yes, I feel a very strong yes on that. And I also hear he will be trying to make time for you sooner rather than later. He understands your position on this. He's trying to clean it up or clear out the time more. Let me just give you a little more detail. It's hard when he has so many things to do, but he is trying to figure it out. He's used to doing things his own way, when he gets around to it, sort of thing. You know, he's reactive in his life. And that's the thing that is so hard for him, because it's a new habit pattern or a new way of approaching his life. Rather than being reactive, he has to be proactive. But the answer is he's trying to do that. He's setting intention to do that. And finally, I do feel he will be able to do that. He's pretty intelligent, this man, and actually even a profound thinker. So get ready to rumble, girlfriend. All right, sweetheart. I'm going to let you go, love. Thanks a lot. Thank you all. Bye-bye. Okay, I want to just say thank you to everybody. Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we do this all over again. Namaste. Bye-bye.